The Events Calendar and Events Calendar Pro now come with built-in QR code generation. This feature makes it easier than ever before to connect physical promotional materials like pamphlets or posters to your online calendar. And suppose you want to promote a recurring event or series. Well, in these cases, since recurring events and series are pro features, Events Calendar Pro generates dynamic QR codes. So these QR codes will automatically point folks to the next event in a series once the previous event has passed. So this means you never have to reprint marketing materials just to update a QR code. So let's take a look at how this works. So here I am on the events page in my WP admin. If I hover over an event title, there is now an option to either generate QR code, or if you've already done that, to view QR code. When you click that link, a modal appears with the preview of your QR code and the ability to select the size you'd like to download. Once you've selected the size you need, click download and a PNG image of your event's QR code is ready to use. So this modal can also be found on the editor screen for each event. If I click into this event, I'll find a button to access the same modal here in the sidebar. Now let's talk recurring events and series. If I'm on the events page and I generate a QR code for a recurring event, the process is exactly the same. I don't have to do anything different. Events Calendar Pro just knows that this QR code needs to be dynamic, so it will always send folks to the next event once a previous event has passed. You can also access series QR codes by going to Events Series. Now, there are some rare instances where you might want to put a QR code on your website itself, such as you're displaying your site on a large screen or screens during a presentation or maybe around a venue. We've got you covered there too. So the events calendar now includes a QR code block, widget, and shortcode. So as you can see here, the events QR code block allows you to give it a title, set the display size, and determine redirection behavior. The redirection behavior takes a bit of explaining. So there are 4 options, 3 for the events calendar and 1 extra for Event Calendar Pro users. The first option here redirects users to the current event. That means any event that is happening when a user scans that QR code. And if there is an event happening at that moment, it will redirect users to the next event on the calendar. The second option will send people directly to the next upcoming event. The third option will redirect users to a specific event. And when this is selected, a new dropdown will appear and you can choose the specific event you want that code to point to. Finally, the fourth option is for Events Calendar Pro users. This option allows you to redirect users to the next event in a series. And just like with the third option, this also results in a new dropdown where you can select the specific series you want to promote. Now, for this video, I won't show the widget just because it's exactly the same as the QR code block, but it's just available in widget areas. So if you know how to use the block, you know how to use the widget. However, you can see right here that I have the shortcode. So let me walk you through that. Shortcodes are governed by parameters. There are 3 types of parameters for this shortcode. You have mode, ID, and size. So in this example, the mode is set to specific. The ID is for the specific event I want to target, and the size is set to 16. Now let's take a look at how we could customize it. So there are 4 possible modes to choose from: current, upcoming, specific, and next. These correspond to the block settings for redirection, which we already went over, so I won't repeat all of that. But the ID can either be for a single event or for a series. And finally, the size can be any number from 1 to 28, with each number representing a change in size of 35 pixels. So this thing can actually get pretty big. All right, now let's take a look at the front end so you can see how the shortcode displays. All right, here we are, and we have the block on top, and below it we have the much larger shortcode output. If I want, of course, I can go back and choose a different size to make it smaller or larger, but I think I'll leave it as it is. And that, my friends, is the brand new QR code generation feature for the Events Calendar and Events Calendar Pro. We hope you give it a try. And as always, our team is hard at work on many more exciting features that we can't wait to share with you. So if you'd like to learn more about our product updates, just like this, be sure to subscribe to our channel, hit that bell for notifications, and I'll see you next time.